If you followed me, you've already seen this Avis Blue F80, and this time it's back for a 5-year ceramic coating. Since my last visit, this car pretty much sat in the garage, but I'm still going to perform a wash just for precautionary measure, even though it really wasn't dirty at all. Now you hear a lot about 3-bucket wash method. I'm about to hit you guys with the no bucket wash method. This might drive a lot of people up a wall, but I'm going to show you how to safely wash a car with no bucket. First and foremost, I like to start with a thorough pre-rinse, but since this car basically was clean, I just went ahead and rinsed it with straight water. I foamed the car up thoroughly, then I take a ultra plush microfiber, typically intended for wax or sealants. I saturate it with water and I fold it into fourths. This way you get 4 new sides of microfiber per half the car. There's absolutely no way you should be scratching the car like this, and in my opinion, this is honestly safer than a regular wash mitt. After the contact wash, I'm going to go ahead and do an iron decon, even though last time I was here, I did a full decontamination along with a 2-step paint correction. Like I said, this is more precautionary. Literally none of this iron remover turned purple. This is also the new lime scented Iron X by CarPro, and I'm kind of liking it. Definitely removes a little bit of that awful smell. As I was doing my thing, I got a little bit of overspray on this other M3, so I just went ahead and took care of it and washed this one as well. This is my client's wife's M3. Yep, they got the his and hers. I'm gonna go ahead and tag both of them in this post. You guys go ahead and give them a follow. I went ahead and dried the cars off. Shout out to Pro Fibers for making the Juggernaut, a huge towel that really helps me dry cars faster, and now they're both sitting pretty, shining together. And the paint on this Avis Blue M3 is honestly still immaculate from the last time I was here, especially compared to how it looked before, except for a few rock chips that need to be addressed before we apply the coating, and a couple of spots that I was just a little bit unhappy with from my last visit. So first I took care of those rock chips, and then I went ahead and hit the spots that I was a little bit unhappy with, just to make sure that the paint is looking awesome before we lock everything in with the 5-year coating. I went ahead and hit everything with my panel prep, starting from the top down, of course. I'm using CarPro's Eraser, even though I'm used to G on panel prep, but today is a little bit different as I'm trying out a new product. Now that the vehicle is completely spotless, it's time for me to show you this new product. I'm trying out Shine Supply's Beadlock Pro. I've heard a lot of great things about this coating, and a single layer of this is a 4-year coating. However, I didn't stop there. I didn't do a single layer of this, I did 2 layers of this coating, so it's definitely going to last 5 years with proper maintenance, of course, which I have no doubt in my mind that the owner is going to do because he takes very good care of this car. And before you get to thinking, no, he actually did not cause the scratches I corrected. They were from the previous owner. This Beadlock Pro has a pretty fast flash time, and you can start to see it rainbow after about 15 to 30 seconds, but I was letting it sit on there for at least a minute just to give it a good amount of time to properly bond to the paint. After I applied the first layer of the ceramic, I let it cure for about an hour or a little bit longer, and then I went ahead and applied a second layer. Car's already looking amazing, but make sure you give me a follow to check out the final results of this car when I come back in 2 weeks.